Thank you for joining me here this afternoon. The time is currently 3:08 p.m. Central, and you have a live look at a tornado-warned storm near Santa Ana, Texas. This is a dangerous supercell capable of producing a tornado at any minute. So, if you're in Santa Ana, Coleman, Hamrick, Buffalo, Liberty, Cleveland, Bangs, Thrifty, or Lake Shore, you need to be taking cover immediately on the lowest floor of a building and away from windows in an interior room, because once again, this storm has the capabilities to produce a tornado at any minute. It has a very defined hook echo here, and it's been getting more and more impressive over the past few scans. Okay, we're talking about a very high-end tornado potential here with this supercell. It's been rotating for quite a while now, and it's gotten very impressive at times. Okay, so again, we have to watch this incredibly closely here for a possible tornado as it moves towards Santa Ana and Bangs. So again, if you're included in this tornado warning, you need to seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building and away from windows. We do have several other severe thunderstorm warnings across the Deep South, and then obviously we got our Northeast event too, which since last stream, we have an update. We do now have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for this event all the way from upstate New York back into portions of Virginia here, okay? So very large area of a severe thunderstorm watch there, and then again, obviously, we got our tornado watch down here for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, or sorry, just for parts of Texas, rather. But once again, this is a very dangerous storm here. If you're in this area, you need to take shelter immediately. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning now that's going to be for portions of Mississippi there. And again, this is extremely dangerous, guys. This is south of Coleman, right along Highway 67. There's your area of rotation. We have another new severe thunderstorm warning that's going to be for portions of Tennessee. Once again, this is a very dangerous storm here. We're going to watch to see if a debris signature pops up here on the next few scans, because I could honestly see this producing a tornado at any second. Okay, so again, if you're in this area, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. This is to the south of Coleman. It's going to be heading directly for Santa Ana, Texas. So again, this is going to kind of ride Highway 67 here almost directly out towards Santa Ana and Liberty. And then eventually out towards Bangs. So again, if you're in this area, you got to take cover now. This is a very strong area rotation. Again, possible tornado here. This could be a rain wrap tornado too, so don't try to go out and look for this thing. Just go to your safe spot. Again, very dangerous storm we got here. Got another new severe thunderstorm warning that's going to be for portions of Texas. So again, if you're just now tuning in, we do have a tornado warning now for Coleman, Texas, Santa Ana, Texas, and Bangs, Texas. If you are included in this tornado warning, you need to seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building and away from windows. I'm going to go ahead and pull up stream chat, so if anybody has any questions about their location, feel free to leave those down below. Alright, so again, this is currently your area rotation south of Coleman, Texas. Right along Highway 67, moving towards Santa Ana and Liberty. And eventually all the way out there towards Bangs. So take cover now if you're included in this tornado warning. Very dangerous storm here, again, capable of producing a tornado. I will say Coleman is definitely getting slammed by some massive hail here, up to tennis ball size even. As you can see there on that tornado warning. So again, hail up to tennis ball size is also occurring with this storm. So again, you need to be seeking shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building, away from windows, and in an interior room. We do have a massive cluster of storms up here in Tennessee. I mean, just look at these cyclone ports, guys. Look at all these severe thunderstorm warning polygons. This is just absolutely ridiculous. We're going to pull up some of our cyclone ports from this area, because this line of storms is just absolutely battering western Tennessee right now, guys. Very intense line of storms out there right now. Little QLCS system out here, it looks like. Well, QLCS, not QLCS system, because the S stands for system. Quad linear convective system. Alright, so there's our wall webcams. Let's go back out here to Texas at our tornado warned storm here. Again, this is a tornado warning now. This is for a rotating supercell capable of producing a tornado to the south of Coleman, heading towards Santa Ana. A lot of this is actually contamination. I know I was pointing it out earlier, but I think this is actually the area of rotation here, because if we match it up with the reflectivity, that's where Hook Echo lies. But we may have something to the west of that here. I genuinely can't tell whether or not this is just contamination or very high winds or what this is, honestly, but I actually do think the pocket of rotation is here closer to Highway 84. Not this giant mess over here, like I was saying originally. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning now that puts us up to 20 for parts of Virginia and West Virginia. So if you're in that area, make sure that you are moving indoors and away, or sorry, just moving indoors if you are included in that new severe thunderstorm warning for Craig, Monroe, and Allegheny counties in Virginia and West Virginia, respectively. We do have storm chasers, Connor Croft and also Corey Gherkin racing down to the storm here. Currently, they're in the Rising Star, Texas area. They got to travel all the way down here to Santa Ana, which is honestly a pretty good drive. It's about probably at least a half-hour drive there. So, hopefully they make it there okay. Again, if this does produce a tornado now, it's almost certainly going to be rain-wrapped here. Again, it will be in between Coleman and Santa Ana at the minute. Very dangerously close to Santa Ana. So again, if you're in Santa Ana, you need to run to your tornado safe spot if you're not there already. Same thing with anywhere else in this warning, but Santa Ana in particular is very close to this velocity couplet here. And whatever this is. What the heck, we'll go ahead and quad box, why not? See, like, what is that? That's gotta just be a pocket of higher winds that's just glitching out. Okay. Wow, that hail signature on the vertically integrated liquid kind of shocked me there. So again, here is your four-way view of our storm here. This is the reflectivity, velocities, correlation coefficient, and vertically integrated liquid that we have pulled up right now. So obviously this is your standard radar. This is how we can see the rotation. This is where we can see if there's a debris signature, and this is what we'll use to see the hail. Just to kind of, you know, what they'll do. Don't want to get too in-depth right now, because every time I quad box, I end up explaining this. So again, right along Highway 67 right now near Santa Ana is your area of rotation and possible tornado there. Again, if this is actively producing a tornado, it'll be at the intersections of Highway 84 and 67, just off to the west of Santa Ana. Somewhere along Highway 84, once again, so. Let's see here. We don't have any other crazy storms right now. We do have a storm with the tornado possible tag all the way up into Pennsylvania, but if we take a look at it, the velocities aren't really much at all. That's why they're sticking with the tornado possible tag instead of just a full-on tornado warning, but there's a little bit of broad, weak rotation near Benzett. I think mostly, though, that's going to pose a damaging wind threat of 60 to 65 miles per hour. So let's go back out to our tornado warned storm in Texas here. Sorry, it's a little laggy whenever we're quad boxing and we're switching areas here, switching radar sites. Wee! Oh, it's so laggy, I hate it. It's useful though, it is. I think we need to take down our Tennessee cams if we want to be able to properly see this here. So again, possible tornado located in Santa Ana, Texas right now, if we do have one. I do not believe we do, though. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning now. That's going to be for parts of Pennsylvania. It also has the tornado possible tag on it, so make sure to look out for that. I believe it's just an extension for our other one that had the tornado possible tag. Yeah, it is. So make sure that you are moving indoors there. That's mainly for the threat of 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts. And then again, if something somehow materializes, maybe a tornado threat, but I don't think there's really any threat with any of our storms in the Northeast today for tornadoes. It's mostly just going to be damaging winds and large hail that we're worried about. Alright, so much weaker rotation now on our storm near Santa Ana. Again, some very high winds back here, however, to the south of Coleman. I'll say that much. The tornado warning has now been condensed. as of 1 minute ago. So again, this still includes Coleman and Santa Ana, Texas, as well as Bangs, so stay in your safe place there. But areas like Valera, you're no longer including this. Glen Cove, Hamrick, this is an all clear for all you guys. Talpa, I don't remember if you originally included it, but you're clear now. So I don't really remember how far out it went. We do actually have 7 flash flood warnings, all of them across parts of the Deep South. Because, I mean, some spots are just getting hit over and over again by intense downpours with these storms out here today. And they're getting hit multiple times, which is the big problem, really. Okay, so, again, something is trying to spin up near Santa Ana, Texas right now. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we do have a tornado warning for the cities of Coleman, Santa Ana, and Bangs, Texas. I believe Coleman's the biggest city in this warning polygon here. Coleman, Texas, currently has a population of about 4,000. And then Santa Ana has a population of about 1,000. So I don't know how much Bangs has. I mean, Bangs probably has a few hundred, maybe 1,000. But yeah, just areas here along highways 84 and 67 need to be looking out for this in western central Texas. Really just kind of in central Texas. It's kind of in the heart of Texas here that we're looking at. And I mean, the rotation is much weaker with this storm now. The reflectivity view is not quite as impressive. If we do get a tornado, it will be rain-wrapped once again. But at this point, the tornado threat with this cell is a little bit lower than I was originally thinking. Still, though, you got to take shelter if you're in this area. This still has the very real potential to spin up a tornado. And then again, also, damaging wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher could also be associated with this storm here. Off to the west of our area of rotation, actually. So with that newest velocity skim that we just got, that just came in, again, we're continuing to see a decrease in overall rotation, but the damaging wind threat is increasing. Once again, we're talking about 70 mile per hour damaging wind gusts. That's half a degree into the atmosphere, so the surface winds could easily be 60 miles per hour or higher with this storm here as it moves into Santa Ana. So again, if you're in this area, you should be taking shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building in an interior room away from windows. We don't even have any considerable severe thunderstorm warnings anymore, so, I mean, after this tornado warning expires, this is literally the only thing keeping us alive right now. We did have some pretty intense storms. There was one right after we ended the last stream for baseball-sized hail and 80 mile per hour winds, but it was literally right after we ended stream, so I was like, no, we're just gonna not go live 3 seconds after we just ended. Trying to see if we have any other rotating supercells here. The one in Mississippi is just very broadly rotating. It's not enough to produce a tornado. It's not tight enough or strong enough. We do have a massive wind bag with our line of storms here in Tennessee. This is definitely bringing the threat for pockets of 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, I'd say. Again, that'd be associated with this line of storms in between Bolivar all the way up towards Union City, Tennessee. Areas like Jackson, McKenzie, Lexington, Henderson are getting hit by that right now. It's even taking a little bit of a bow echo shape, if you notice. I mean, these are just massive severe thunderstorm warning polygons in general. I mean, it's kind of got a bow echo shape associated with it here as it just crossed through Jackson, so it definitely brought some damaging winds of 60 to 70 miles per hour. Once again, it's currently warned for 60 miles per hour at all of its points, but I would not rule it an isolated 65 to 70 mile per hour gust in there somewhere. So back over to our tornado warned storm in Santa Ana. Again, this continues to rotate here and has the potential to produce a tornado over Highway 67. Again, Again, it's more broad rotation than anything at this point, but we could still see an isolated spin up here with this, and now we've kind of got a pocket of higher winds up here. Very small pocket of 60 to 65 mile per hour winds at the surface, most likely up there, closer to the Buffalo area, off to the west. But again, there's your rotation. Now off to the south of Santa Ana, Texas. This is going to continue to move off to the east here, kind of go parallel to Highway 6784 here. Just to the south of Liberty, Bangs, maybe as far out as Brownwood. So Brownwood, get ready. This tornado warning may get extended into your area, and if that happens, you're going to need to prepare to take shelter immediately. So again, to reiterate, 1 tornado warning, 14 severe thunderstorm warnings, 7 flash flood warnings, 2 special marine warnings, 23 special weather statements. And we do have a new tornado warning now, and it is not even for this storm here. It's for a whole different storm out here in far western Texas. We have a new rotating supercell. This one looks even more concerning to me than our other one. If we look at the reflectivity presentation, I mean, it is just incredible. Look at that hook echo. We got to watch this one pretty closely, you guys. This is a very concerning storm here. This is off to the west of Water Valley and Carlsbad. This is kind of in rural portions of far western Texas here. Well, really not even far western, just west central Texas. Again, that hook echo continues to be incredibly impressive there. I mean, it's just really interesting, honestly. I mean, look at that. That is just, that's something you see, you know, with a big-time tornado. We'd have a new severe thunderstorm warning now. We actually got 2 new ones. One was in Tennessee. This is not the new one. It's just like that because of when it expires. Yeah, I used to think that the newest ones popped up at the bottom of the list, but it's kind of embarrassing that I just recently learned that the ones that expire last pop up at the bottom of the list. Okay, on a more serious note, this storm is incredibly concerning. Again, you need to run to your tornado safe spot if you're in this area. We are talking about very tight velocities here, very strong velocities. This is going to be crossing over Highway 163. Incredible velocity couplet, incredible reflectivity presentation. We don't have a correlation coefficient drop yet with this, so we don't have any way to confirm this tornado. But again, it's going to be very close to producing a tornado right now if it's not already. So again, if you're in this area, you need to run to your tornado safe spot. This is by far the most impressive velocity couplet we've seen all day. Most impressive reflectivity presentation on a supercell we've seen all day in terms of its hook echo. Just a very strong storm here, guys. And again, I was kind of saying last stream how western Texas is popping off more than we expected. This isn't far, well, it's just barely clipping the marginal risk. It's almost outside of our risks of severe weather, and it's a very impressive supercell. It's not even in the 2% tornado risk. So, again, western Texas kind of is popping off today, unexpectedly, once again. So, again, if you're in this area, you need to be running to your tornado safe spot. This is a incredibly dangerous storm here that, again, is capable of producing a tornado at any minute. So, again, you need to take shelter now. Luckily, this is an incredibly rural area. We don't have, like, any towns in here at all. If you're in a mobile home, you got to evacuate. I'm not even seeing any houses out here. Let's check the population of this warning box here. I'm guessing it's very little. Come on. Yeah, this includes a whopping population total of 58. So, not a populated area, that's for sure, but still, we gotta watch this here, obviously, very closely, as this is going to move towards a very populated area of San Angelo. It's going to be in the general vicinity of San Angelo within the next several minutes here. Kind of already is, in fact. And also, again, that hook echo is getting more and more concerning every scan. I don't like the look of that velocity couplet. We're not seeing a debris signature yet, but still, very incredibly impressive storm here, guys. The velocities are glitched. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have a very strong tornado trying to spin up here. We're estimating velocities at about 90 miles per hour against velocities at about 20 miles per hour. So, about 110 mile per hour gate-to-gate shear, roughly. So again, if you're in this area, you need to run to your tornado safe spot. This is a very strong velocity couplet, one I was not expecting to see in western Texas today, that's for sure. Let me call up Mr. Storm and see if he can help me cover this. I don't know, he might be busy. I know he's been incredibly busy recently. I feel like he just might want to know about this, though. Okay, he's offline. I'm just not going to bother him because he may be doing something. So again, we currently have a storm capable of producing a tornado in west central Texas right now. It's about to cross over Highway 163. I want to give like some more indications of where this is actually at, but this is an incredibly rural area. Again, literally only 58 people live in this entire tornado warning polygon, and this is a pretty big one. This is for southern Sterling County, northwestern Tom Green County, and north central Irion County. In west central Texas here. Again, this is going to make it into the general vicinity of San Angelo. So if you're in San Angelo, be prepared. This is coming in. I don't know if it's going to drop a tornado and directly impact San Angelo or something, but I will say, very dangerous supercell starting to enter the western portions of your county. That of which being, I believe, Tom Green County. So, again, be aware here, guys. This is a very strong supercell here. Again, the most impressive velocity presentation we've seen all day. That hook echo looks really bad, guys. This is real bad. Very strong hook echo presentation there. Again, we could be talking about a strong tornado trying to drop again. We don't have a correlation coefficient drop yet, so we don't have any way to confirm this, but our velocity couplet will be located somewhere in here now, and it's going to be probably even more impressive than it was. Holy crap. Yeah, it is. Okay. Again, if you're in this area, you need to run to your tornado safe spot. This is a very dangerous storm here. Very picturesque tornado here, or potential tornado here. Again, we're talking about gate-to-gate shear, currently sitting at about 105 miles per hour. Very dangerous storm here, guys. And again, if you're in this area, you should be running to your tornado safe space if you're not already there. Unfortunately, we don't have any storm chasers out in west central Texas today. They're all focused on this storm out here right now because this is where they position themselves at, because, again, we were not expecting this in far western Texas today. Well, even west central Texas, where we're at right now. So again, got a possible tornado here. If it does touch down, it's going to be a strong one. There's a good chance of that. Again, this is off to the west of Highway 163 at the minute. That's a nasty one, guys. Hopefully, we get a new radar update here soon. I know there's a feature on Radar Omega where you can get the timing of when the next radar update is going to come out, but I don't know how you get that. Or if I want to get that, because, I mean, it's not that useful of a feature, really. But I see why people like it, for sure. Again, I don't want to ignore our folks here in Santa Ana. You should continue to be in your safe spot if you're to the east of Santa Ana. Areas like Bangs, this rotation is starting to pick up again. We're starting to get a pretty defined area of inflow and potential hook echo there again. So that storm is re-strengthening. But again, it's nothing like this little discrete supercell we've got over here that could be actively producing a tornado, mind you. Again, guys, this is the most impressive storm we've seen all day. Very impressive reflectivity. Very impressive velocities. I'm just going to dual box. The quad box is getting a little annoying for a lot of people, I'm sure. Let me take a picture of this and send it over to Mr. Storm. Okay, still a very defined hook echo. Just about the same level of impressed that I was at the last scan with it. Again, if you're in this area, you got to run to your tornado safe spot. This is an incredibly dangerous storm here, a very dangerous storm. It's going to be crossing over once again Highway 163. This is coming in. I mean, this is right there. So If you're driving on this road here, you got to get off if you're in this region. Very nasty rotation again. Again, it's just really going nuts right now, guys. I mean, again, every scan we're seeing something new with this that's really concerning. And we're talking about gate-to-gate shear, currently chilling at about 105 miles per hour pretty consistently here. Actually closer to 100 miles per hour. But yeah, it's a nasty one. It is. It really is, guys. And you got to get to your tornado safe spot out here right now. This is, again, crossing Highway 163 soon. Really, if you're traveling anywhere on Highway 163 in between Sterling City and there's no towns out here to point out, Old Freetang Place, you should be getting off. Because this is just such a dangerous storm that, again, is possibly producing a tornado right now. One of the reasons we may not have a CC drop is because there's literally nothing for it to pick up out here. It's not like there's a house every now and then. No, there's quite literally nothing. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, for parts of Pennsylvania with the tornado possible tag on it, so look out for that. Actually, that's not the new one. Whatever. They have a feature where you can make the new ones flash, like on the map. I have that turned on. They need to make one where it'll flash in the alerts tab so that you know which one it is without getting mixed up on them. That'd be cool. I'd use that. So again, incredibly dangerous storm. About to cross over, probably already crossing Highway 163 now. In west central Texas, south of Sterling City. Probably already crossed it fully, actually. The area of rotation has, anyway. We'll be able to see if this actually is a tornado on the ground. It's just not able to pick anything up out here soon, because there's going to be stuff coming up actually here soon. Oh, man. It's starting to move a little bit slower, but again, I mean, it's right there. It's on Highway 163. We're very close to it. I mean, we're talking at the maximum, this is less than a mile off of Highway 163 here. So, again, it's coming in right now, guys. Oh, my gosh. Okay, the velocity's going away from the radar have strengthened significantly. They've gotten way tighter. Again, we are talking about a possible tornado on the ground now. We've got velocity, gate-to-gate shear here, over 100 miles per hour at this point still. Currently chilling at about 105 to 110 miles per hour on the velocities there. So, again, nothing out here right now for it to pick up really at all. There's not even any houses like anywhere. And there's not going to be for a little while, so we really don't know if this is on the ground or not, but it very well could be. I mean, there's a really good chance that it is, honestly, at this point. I don't see what's stopping it from being on the ground in terms of radar presentation anyway. Again, I mean, this area of inflow is just so strong near banks. We're probably going to see this tornado warning get reissued. The rotation's there, but I mean, it's mostly just the reflectivity presentation that's insane with this storm, guys. That could be some sort of debris signature, but I don't think it is. We did get a new severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, just now. It's for parts of Virginia for the threat of quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Make sure that you are moving indoors if you are included in that new severe thunderstorm warning. Holy cow, I mean, this is just such a strong velocity couplet. It's so strong. It's ridiculous. It's a very strong storm once again. How many times can I say the word strong before it gets annoying and boring? Again, we're talking about winds of over 50 miles per hour going both directions. So the gate-to-gate shear is very high with this storm here. Again, it's really trying to do something. It's ridiculous to say, but this may be a debris signature, but it's just so light because, again, there's just nothing to pick up out here except for literal pieces of grass. So we honestly, that may be something because we've had it for the past couple of scans too with this velocity couplet as well. Oh man, it's trying to do something. It's trying. It really is, you guys. So we'll have to see where the velocities end up. Again, that could be our debris signature, just because of how rural this area is. This, honestly, is very possibly a debris signature. It's been here for the past few scans. I'd give it a 40-60 chance that that's a debris signature there. Let's have to confirm with the velocities. Yeah, that's a tornado, guys. Okay, we have a tornado on the ground. I'm not questioning that. That's a tornado. There's no way. It's a very light CC drop, but again, that's just because there's quite literally nothing out here for it to pick up. So again, we have a confirmed tornado now. Let's see if they update this. And there we go. They did update this. Wow, and it's PDS. Okay, this is a PDS tornado now. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. At 3:30. That's literally. Yeah, it's law enforcement confirmed. Okay. Wow. Okay, we now have a once again PDS tornado warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. At 3:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located 18 miles south of Sterling City, or moving east at 15 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Send him pictures to Mr. Storm, because I know he's busy right now, but he's going to want to see this whenever he gets back. Okay. So again, this is a PDS tornado now. So we are now in a PDS tornado once again. This is a large and destructive tornado. Again, this is located south of Sterling City, and it's moving east, eventually towards the general vicinity, again, of San Angelo. I'm not saying it's going to directly impact San Angelo, Texas, or whatever, but it's going to come pretty darn close. And again, this is a PDS tornado. This is a large and life-threatening tornado, and again, now that that's law enforcement confirmed, I'm almost certain that's a debris signature. It also matches up with the velocities. I mean, this has got to be... I mean, again, we know it's on the ground because of the law enforcement confirmation, but again, I think that's a debris signature, personally. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Texas, Mitchell County. Border-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Make sure that you are getting indoors immediately, but again, we are only going to be focused here on our PDS tornado right now. We have another one. I don't even care. We are only focused on tornado warnings at this point. Oh, wow. Much more defined debris signature now. Wow. Okay, we're going to play our alert sound. I know we're a bit late, but I didn't have it typed up.
This is an emergency alert. A large and strong tornado is on the ground. Take cover now.
This is a PDS tornado warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation. We have a large and deadly tornado. It's moving east. It's very strong, very large, very dangerous. Again, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. This is a law enforcement confirmed tornado. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. This is a PDS tornado now. Again, you gotta run to your tornado safe spot. This is a very strong tornado. Again, very large, very destructive. Holy cow, guys. Was not expecting something like this in western Texas today. Especially outside of the 2% tornado risk. Or now we're probably just barely in it. Yeah, we're clipping it. It was on the ground well before that. So, it was outside of our 2% tornado risk. And we are getting a PDS tornado warning for some of the people there. That is just absolutely crazy. You don't see PDS tornado warnings in marginal risks, ever. You just don't. But we did today. And that's what we got going on here. The last time I can recall seeing a PDS tornado in a marginal risk was up in Wisconsin in February. So 3 months ago, 3.5 months ago, and that was a conditional risk. So it's just insane what we're seeing right now, you guys. Absolutely massive tornado here. Unexpected, to say the least. These events recently have just been popping off like wildfire, honestly. Very crazy stuff here. Again, this is a large and deadly tornado. It's a big one. Just crossed over Highway 163. It's a slow mover at this point, honestly. It's moving east at 15 miles per hour. So it's going to be moving, again, very rural area. That's the silver lining here. We got to hope that it lifts before it starts to head towards a more populated area in central Texas, like San Angelo, or just to the north of San Angelo, or wherever it's going to go. I guess that's obviously our debris signature there still. So a little bit less on the debris signature, but again, that's just because there's literally nothing to pick up out here. I think the reason that it popped off all of a sudden that one scan was probably it hit like 1 or 2 homes and wiped it off the map, or, you know, I hate to get emotional, but that could have been somebody driving on Highway 163, and there could be that car got picked up or something. I don't know. So again, this is a large and life-threatening tornado. There's the tornado report. As of 8 minutes ago, law enforcement confirmed tornado on the ground about that's grammar error, about the cross, Highway 163 south, about to cross. I mean, this is just absolutely insane what we're seeing right now. It's honestly ridiculous. Again, very sad stuff. Again, this is a PDS tornado. It's a damaging, destructive, life-threatening tornado here, guys. And this is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Very large and strong tornado out here, guys. Again, this just crossed over Highway 163. It's moving east off towards more open country, luckily. But eventually it is going to make it towards areas like Grape Creek, if it lasts long enough. Again, there's 2 Grape Creeks. That always annoys me. It's weird. I doubt it's going to last that long, but if it does, it's going to go to the north of San Angelo. But it already looks like it's kind of weakening out, honestly. But that could just be one bad scan for it. So, yeah, we got to make sure that we're praying for these people. If you know anybody in this area, you got to give them a call or text. Make sure that they're okay. Again, we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere right now. Just crossed over Highway 163. Very strong and large tornado here. Life-threatening tornado. Still gate-to-gate shear. Over 100 miles per hour. Currently sitting at about 103 miles per hour with the gate-to-gate shear estimation there. Because we got winds of 83 miles per hour. Touching winds of 20 miles per hour. Oh, wow. Not good at all. Okay, still debris signature there. Again, much less of one, but part of that could just be because there's literally nothing to pick up out here. I mean, the debris signature was even less than that out here, but this is when it was at its strongest point, arguably. This is when it was reported, so it was big enough to be seen. So just because the debris signature's less does not mean anything, and again, at the very least, there's still, you know, pieces of trees, and possibly power lines out here, up here, if they have power lines out here even. And this is such a rural area, honestly. I doubt that they have any power lines out here. I mean, surely they've got to have them somewhere. We're right along a highway, but still. Again, radar estimated winds are weakening out. Much smaller velocity couple there, but this is still a large and damaging tornado on the ground, but it's probably roping out at this point. Let's kind of check up on our other tornado warning while we have a moment of peace here. Okay, it's gone. It's not even there anymore. Well, that's the update for that tornado warning. I will say, still a massive storm near Brownwood, Texas. Just off to the north, we got tennis ball-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and still quite a bit of rotation there. So it has the tornado possible tag on it, so you should be taking that seriously and getting indoors and away from windows immediately. Jeez, dude. It's just crazy what we're seeing right now, guys. Sorry, I'm just checking up on my neck of the woods really quickly. Got some showers and storms in my region today. Nothing like this, though, obviously. I'm not even in the marginal risk for severe weather. I was originally for today, but I got cut out of it at the most recent update, the 1630Z. Or, sorry, I guess now the most recent update would be the 2000, but the 1630. You know what I mean. By the way, we do have a new severe thunderstorm watch as of 2 minutes ago for parts of central Tennessee. This includes areas like Nashville, Murfreesboro, and and other surrounding areas in central Tennessee. So it's an extension kind of off of our other severe thunderstorm watch as this line of storms continues to move. This QLCS moves into areas like Nashville and Murfreesboro once again. So, again, if you're in this area, be weather aware. Prepare to take shelter if necessary. Scattered damaging wind gusts to 70 miles per hour possible. Scattered large hail events to ping pong ball size possible. So it's a very low-end severe thunderstorm watch. There's no tornado threat associated with that at all. There's absolutely no chance of a tornado here. Wow, amazing video of this Brownwood, Texas tornado from Connor Croft. Jeez Louise, dude. It's crazy. Okay, so we go and retweet the severe thunderstorm watch. Again, we have over 2.5 million people in that new severe thunderstorm watch. Frequent lightning possible. Scattered gusts up to 70 miles per hour possible. Scattered hail up to ping pong ball size possible. Low-end severe thunderstorm watch there, but it is a severe thunderstorm watch nonetheless. So let's go back out to our PDS tornado warning. Our PDS tornado. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's a weak one. Very weak tornado, but again, stay in your safe spot because every tornado is a dangerous tornado, and this has a history of being a strong tornado. Okay, yeah, this is almost certainly lifted. If it hasn't lifted it, I mean, it's just very weak in nature. Okay, it's down to radar indicated, so we no longer have a tornado on the ground. So, again, continue to stay in your safe spot there. That still is tornado warning off to the northwest of San Angelo. So, since we no longer have a tornado, we're going to end off the live stream here. I do want to thank you all for tuning in. Obviously, a very active stream. We'll come back later if necessary, but honestly, at this point, I think that's probably going to be, the tornado of the day. I don't think we're really going to see any other strong tornadoes. I was expecting one strong tornado today possible. I kind of said that last stream. That was the one. I doubt we're going to get any more. So, again, thank you all for tuning in.